Good morning, everybody. Just thought I'd pop in here this morning and would say good morning to everybody. There's Dave Ennis. Mr. Dave, did you get my message I sent you last night?
No.
I tried to call you too, and it didn't. I was using anyway. We'll talk about it privately. But
Okay.
Lynn and I were looking at air conditioners for you.
Oh, you don't have to do that. I did get I got a thing from Lynn that said she wanted my address.
Yes, she wants to send you an air conditioner.
Wow. I sent her my address.
Oh, good.
I think I did. I don't really know email that well.
Yeah. Well, anyway, we were thinking about you last night. We were wondering how you're doing in the heat and everything else. And
About 3 o'clock this morning, it finally cooled off. The house
yeah,
being in the
Well,
cool
good for
evening.
you to be sitting there in 90-degree temperature in the house. I don't care how many fans you got going. Yeah, it moves the breeze around, but so does, one of those air fryers. It moves the heat around.
Yeah. Well,
Morning, Drone Pool. How you doing?
I did find something out. They did get the authorization to get a contractor,
Yeah.
and he's supposed to be here today.
Oh, good. That's good. Well, you keep us surprised of that and how it's going, because like I say, you shouldn't be in that kind of heat, and there's no reason that.
Yeah.
and I think you said the management came out and saw how hot it was at your place.
Yeah, they came and looked at my thermometer.
Yeah. So maybe it could be something as simple as your thermometer for heating and cooling might be bad. They might have to replace that.
Yeah. The thermostat.
Yes.
Yeah. I don't know.
I don't know if you could be. I can know if you could be that lucky, Dave.
Yeah. It's just those systems are a mystery to me. So
Yeah. Yep. Well, hopefully something get resolved.
yeah. Yeah, something's gonna happen.
Yeah, the weather here is really kind of nice. It's right. We went down to like 58 degrees overnight, 61 degrees here now, and very little wind, sunny. It's kind of nice.
Hey.
Morning, boys.
Mr.
Hey,
Hodges,
Paul.
you too. You and Paul at the same time, Dave.
Yeah, there you go.
Heading to the grocery store.
Oh, you're off to the. I don't have any music for you, Hugh.
Oh, that's okay. How's everybody doing?
Good.
Well,
Good.
not too bad, I guess.
Dave said that about 3 o'clock this morning it started to cool off in his house. So
Yeah.
Oh, that's good.
yeah,
That's inhumane.
66 here right now.
Oh,
Thank
is it?
goodness.
Goodness. Good.
66. So it's nice. It should be nice for a while.
Yep.
In fact, my feet got cold and I had to get up and put socks on.
Wow.
Yeah, as you can see, it's kind of nice here.
Yeah, it's supposed to be nice here today.
Hey, you guys keep an eye on the channel for a minute. I'm gonna go let Mia's standing at the back door looking at it. Okay, Dippy. You gotta go outside. Okay.
Oh, yeah. Hey, good morning, Drone Paul.
What's up, Dan?
Looking for something there I seen this morning. Just kind of see if I can find it again here. It's funnier than crap. Mm.
Oh yeah. What's that?
Well, anyway, it was a thing on there on Facebook, and it said this morning, it says, oh, it says, sorry, I'm running late. Traffic was really heavy. It showed a picture of a guy in a lineup at Tim Hortons.
Oh yeah. I'll be back in a sec. Call the grocery
Okay.
store. But anyway, so. Yeah, I got a phone call that's supposed to be coming at 9 o'clock this morning, so
Oh, yeah?
yeah.
I took some pictures yesterday of the Inspire One to probably maybe try and put it on eBay. I don't know.
Yeah.
I'll show you guys a couple of the pictures. Share screen, optimize, there you go.
Oh, okay.
I decided to take them. I decided to take them out in the backyard, just about at sunset.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, you can see the soft lighting from the.
You could see Mia there.
Oh, yep. See Mia there in the far right corner there.
Oh, yeah, there she is.
Yeah. She's a good looking dog, isn't she?
Oh, yeah.
What is that thing?
That's that drone? Or are you talking about Mia?
Oh, no, the drone.
Yeah, that's an Inspire One.
Oh,
Originally, when I bought my first Inspire One, this is the version 2. It's like brand new. It still got. I'm looking at it, and I still see the stickers on the on it.
Yeah.
When I bought my first one of those, Dave, was just a plain Inspire One, was $3,600.
Wow.
now, is that the one you put that $8,000 camera on?
Yes,
Holy shiznit.
because see this right here at this connector, you can just twist it off, put another one on, twist it on. And I had 2 other cameras for it. I had a Z3, which was a zoom camera.
Yeah.
Actually, I had 4 of the cameras. Then I had the X5, which allowed you to put different lenses and stuff on it. And then I had the thermal imaging camera, the FLIR thermal imaging camera, which used to go on there.
Yeah.
So, yep. But she's ready to rock and roll for somebody.
Yep.
And there's the inside of the case. The case is like new. Half the stuff is still in the plastic.
Good
Oh, I don't
morning,
say
Drone
this.
Paul.
I don't say this to all the boys, but you got a good looking unit there.
Thank you. Yeah, and it like I say, it's relatively new.
Yeah, it looks good.
Yeah.
You know, I think I've got maybe 5 or 6 flights with it, and it's just like I take off in the backyard and just check everything out, make sure it still works, and come
Yeah.
back to land.
Right on.
And I see on the invoice on it, I got it.
Good morning.
When did I get that?
You're all set. Do you want me to close the truck?
Yeah, please. Thanks. And that's it. Groceries done.
There you go. Good. Yeah, I
That's how
purchased
easy it
that-
should be.
I purchased that on November the 3rd, 2020.
Yeah.
And I just think it's time to pass it on to somebody else, you know?
Yeah,
Yep.
yeah.
I was hoping my friend Paul Hodges wanted a spare, but
Well, Yeah.
but I think you're like
if the
I am.
borders, if the border was open, it might be a different story. But yeah.
But you're a lot like I am, Paul. The fact of the matter is you can only fly one at a time.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know, that's the thing about FPV drones. I've got a few of them, but they're all for different things. Like the Cinewhoop is for low, smooth flying. You know, the 4 inches for like longer range exploring.
Yeah.
The little one is for doing acrobatics. You know, I have an excuse basically to have more than one drone.
Yeah.
Which is fun. Which is fun.
Yep.
I put up a video this morning of my crash yesterday.
Oh, did you?
Yeah.
Well, everybody have to check that out.
Yeah, nothing too exciting. Just, you know, I know it's like a car crash. People like to see stuff like that. So.
Yeah, they got the river cam is on automatic, so it's just happened to catch that ship as it's panning by, but it'll keep on doing its thing, I would imagine, or maybe it is operated, but you'll be able to tell here shortly because if it's on automatic, it will
It'll keep going by. Yeah.
pan right on past it. Which it looks like it is on automatic.
Well, I got the pictures up last night. Oh, last aerials I did.
Oh, did you?
Yeah.
Oh, good
Well,
for you.
the gut, no, like the one that I did the other day. The agent, he's got them up. He just picked the pictures up at like 1:30 yesterday afternoon. So, yeah. Huh. Oh, I wonder if you had them up yet. Yeah. Ah.
I just changed over to the backyard cam now that Mia's outside. I think I need to keep an eye out for her.
What's she doing?
Oh, you never know. You know, she's always thinks she can do whatever she wants to do.
Well, you know, she's the boss, right?
Yes, she is. I try not to let her know it, but I think she does know it.
Oh, did I tell you? I put out the chipmunk trap last night, and I got a red squirrel.
Oh,
I freshened it up, put it out again last night. I got 3 chipmunks and a mouse this morning.
Whoa.
wow.
Oh yeah, I'm cleaning up the neighborhood, man. It's zero tolerance for rodents in my domain.
What do you got, a mass grave someplace for him or what?
I just dump them on the edge of the lawn, like on the edge of the property. The cats take them usually.
Yeah.
They're not there very long. Yeah, fresh meat, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, these particular chipmunks, they're not living in my garage, but they must be the neighbors in the neighbor's yard or something. Anyway, it's an effective tool, man. I tell you that.
Well, you know, you were overrun at one time with chipmunks, weren't you?
Oh yeah, my God, last summer was insane. One of the chipmunks, oh, she was huge.
Is that right?
Must have been a grandmother or something. She was a big one.
Well, you got to do what you got to do. That's for sure. I hate to see any critter.
Oh, me too. But I don't want. Rodents spread disease. I mean, it's not.
Yep.
You just can't have them around.
Yep. Exactly. See, Paul, the camera's finally paying it back now.
Yeah, yeah. I'm
Somebody
just looking at,
operating it.
yeah, I'm just looking at that one at the Sioux, eh? So,
Yeah.
but there was, holy mackerel, a minute ago, there was just a ton of bugs. Holy crap.
That's the problem with all these cameras is the bugs. Now I don't run into that much of an issue here. Every once in a while, I'll get a cobweb across the camera, and I have to go out and
Yeah.
swipe it off. But
But it shows that Stelco there in the background over at Sault Ste. Marie, Ontario. But I think those guys are on strike right now over there.
yeah,
Or are
They
they?
just, yeah. Well, they just turned down the second offer or something. Somebody come in and bought the place or something. I don't know. They just. But it says all the steel workers or something are on strike and they rejected the second offer or something. I don't know.
Hear anything about the Quebec-Ontario border, Paul?
What's that?
You hear anything about the Quebec-Ontario border?
Yeah, it's opening today,
Oh,
is it? Or, yeah, I think so.
Okay.
Roger said something about it yesterday that was opening Tuesday or something. I don't know.
All right. Nice. Hey, Darth Vader, pull your mic away from your mouth a little. Jeez.
I know we thought they had some kind of fire last night in town. Then my sister said to me this morning there she thinks it was a format plant. So I don't know. Haven't heard something. I know I heard it on the scanner. They were there for a couple, 3 hours, but
yep.
trying to
Yeah, I
find
had
out.
to bring me in and close the door. She's a chewer, and I happened to look on the camera. She's sitting out there laying in the grass chewing on some wood. Kids get into stuff, don't they?
Oh yeah. Yeah, I got a beagle. I got to make sure the garbage is up off the floor, all that stuff, right? You can't. And sometimes she can reach stuff. I don't know how she does it.
That's the one thing about my cat. I am really shocked so far. She's never jumped up on the counter when we had food up there. Like, if I say cook a batch of chicken breasts or something,
Uh-huh.
and put them on the counter, I can leave them there for an hour and she won't jump and take them, which shocks me.
Yeah.
Like a dog. If a dog had access to chicken breasts or meat,
Oh, gee, yeah.
that'd be gone, right?
Oh yeah,
10
yeah.
seconds. But now the cat can totally jump up on that counter, but doesn't. I don't get it.
Give me another second, guys.
Hey, Dave,
Yeah.
can you pull your mic just a little bit away from your mouth? Just a tiny bit, maybe?
Yeah. How's that?
I'll let you know in a minute. Just so we can hear every single breath.
Oh, I'm sorry.
That's okay.
Yeah,
Just let you know.
It's a
No big deal.
brand new headset. It's really tight.
Yeah, it's very sensitive. That's better. Can't hear it. There you go. Perfect.
Sorry about that, man.
That's okay, Dave. No big deal. No big deal.
Okay.
I thought you turned into Darth Vader.
I'd rather somebody say something and let me know. So
Yeah, if they weren't watching you, they think there was something going on in there. Oh. No.
Ain't nothing going on.
Blast from the past, right?
Yep.
Hey, Mike.
Hey, Mike, how you doing, buddy? How's things out there going for you?
Hey, Mikey.
All right, I'll be back in a minute, guys. Take the groceries in.
Hey, JD. Good morning.
Hey, JD. Good morning. How you doing?
Darth
Yeah.
Ennis.
Darth Ennis sit waiting for Darth Ennis to say, "Hugh, I am your father."
Oh, I can't tell I'm breathing heavy. That's COPD.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
So is it cool down there nice now, Paul?
Yeah, it's comfortable there. Last night I was down there, went to a friend of mine's for coffee, and anyways, about 9 o'clock, I'm just going, ooh, it's starting to get a little cool around here.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, it chilled off here too, but it takes a while for the house to chill down because the air conditioner was running last night and it was only like about 68 degrees outside, and
Yeah,
central air was running. I'm sure it was having, issues cooling down the upstairs,
yeah. I don't have the fan on right now. I'm comfortable sitting up here upstairs. It's usually really warm up here, but
Hey, everybody, thanks for coming in this morning. And if you like, please hit the like button. I know it's easy to forget, but then again, maybe you don't like it. But
I do it does like that.
if you would just to show your approval for Darth Ennis,
Darth Ennis, yeah, there you go.
please hit the like button. I know it's easy to forget. Yep. But yeah, I don't know if I'm going to get out and fly today. The Lee Tragertha is upbound. Last I checked, let me see how it's doing. It was down around Marine City earlier. Yeah, it's at Marysville now. So
Yeah, it's 80 degrees in here right now, but I got a fan blowing on me, and it's blowing from the open window, and it's like 70 outside right now.
Oh yeah.
So it's nice and cool.
good. It's a good thing. Well, I don't know if you heard, Dave told me, Paul, that the air conditioning, heating and air people are supposed to be out there today. Check his heating and air conditioning system.
Yeah.
Nobody should have to try and survive, at 90, 91 degrees in the house.
Especially when you're not in the best of health.
Hey, Roger, how you doing, buddy?
Hey, Roger.
I know he's got a doctor's appointment today.
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't know if Tim is going along for the ride with him or not. I don't think so, but
Hey, Canadian Drone Hub, how you doing this morning? Good morning, man.
Liddy's here.
Thanks, JD.
Yep, and it's Hugh just is taking his groceries into the house.
Yep. Yep.
Is Lenny here?
No, I guess I had it wrong. I thought she was.
How many cookies
Oh.
does it take to make a meal? I'm on number 4.
At least 4.
Okay, Roger. Kim's gonna be with you. When you go to the doctor, are you gonna swing by any of those clinics to see if they got any extra dosage or cancellations or no?
Well, I think he's going
Oh,
flying too.
yeah, that's what he's gonna do, but he's also gotta wait. Now I remember. Because it hasn't been long enough since their first shots. Yeah, Lynn came by yesterday. Lenny did and brought me some chocolate chip cookies,
Ooh.
which was nice.
Oh, I tried sending her an email to see if there was some way to let me know if she got my email,
Yeah.
because that's only like the third or fourth email I've ever sent. I just don't email.
Yeah, I get it. I understand.
Oh,
Text
Ned Beatty.
messages and things
Stephen
like
Dennis,
that.
how
I
you
do.
doing? Good morning.
Hey, Stephen.
Hey, Stephen Dennis. Good morning.
I see that Hollywood movie actor Ned Beatty died.
Yeah, a couple of days ago, right?
I don't know. It just says here it was 23 hours ago. So
Hey, Hugh is back.
Ladies, gentlemen, ooh,
Sarah made Mike chocolate chip cookies. Attaboy.
yeah.
I don't like them like when they're overcooked and they're hard. I like them when they're a little bit soft.
Yeah, I like them about 8 minutes in the oven.
Well, you know, if you ever get one that maybe's been sitting a little while and gets a little bit harder than you like it, you can pop them in the microwave for a few seconds and softens them right up.
Yeah.
morning, Steven, Roger, Mike, JD. What's up, guys? Roger, just for you, I hope you get to go to Tim Hortons today, buddy.
I'm sure Roger that'll be on his trip.
Oh yeah.
Well, I think I'm going to take a few days off before I start painting the garage. I'm kind of burnt out. But it's all clean now. Oh, thanks, Roger. Yeah, you know, I figure these are kind of like little tragedies, but you got to laugh at them, right? There's nothing else you can do. It's not responding. Roger. Hell yeah, Tim is on the way. Right on, man. Oh, is Mario bringing it over?
Hey, Dave, we can still hear you kind of breathing. There you go.
I mean,
Okay.
sometimes that's a good thing because then we know you're alive.
Yeah, we like to know you're breathing.
Right.
But
Yeah. I do kind of pass out every now and then.
Yeah.
It's questionable for me too.
When I fall asleep on the couch, my wife worries about me because I stop breathing, right? I have sleep apnea. And
yeah.
I do too.
yeah.
I have
CPAP?
no, I've had BiPAP and CPAPs and air or oxygen and all that stuff, but I can't stand the mask on my face. But I have that. What's that breathing disorder? COPD.
What is that?
It's like
COPD?
asthma.
Yeah.
It's the next step after asthma.
COPD.
COPD.
Chronic obstructive pulmonary disease.
Yep.
Yeah.
Are you a smoker?
Yeah, 42 years. I quit about 3 years ago.
After the damage was done, right?
Yeah, a little late, but I don't wheeze anymore.
Well, that's something, I guess. Eh?
Yeah, I breathe a lot easier, but just coming up these steps here is a major.
Yeah.
But I can do her.
Get her done, Skeeter.
Yeah.
Roger says that he's not bringing him a coffee, but he definitely will be stopping.
Okay. We just want to make sure our quad father gets his Tim Hortons this morning.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter how it happens, as long as it happens, man.
Stephen Dennis says that he has asthma.
Okay.
Yeah.
I used to when I was younger, and I smoked, but I stopped, and asthma kind of went away. Nothing to do with the smoking; it just kind of grew out of it, I guess.
Yeah.
I guess some kids do.
I've heard of that before.
Yep. Mr. Corey Mano, what's up? My brother from another mother. How you doing? You know what I should do while Corey's on? I will freaking test that receiver since I'm sitting here doing nothing. Let's see. And if it doesn't work, I'm going to Corey's house and demanding my money back.
Is that how that works?
That's it. Corey was kind enough to make this for me for free, so. Okay. Let's see what happens. Oh. Corey, do I have to bind? I must, have to bind to this thing? There's a bind button. Okay. I never even thought of that, but yeah, I got to bind to it.
I think that's what he was asking you yesterday, if you bound it or not.
Whether I had, I haven't even tried it yet because I was so busy with this Renault. Oh, we will do that now.
Welcome to OpenTF. Switch warning.
Mike says his COPD stands for buy cigarettes on payday.
Payday. Gee, off my website, I got a guy yesterday. It's funny because he's got bees. He raises, has beehives and all that stuff. He wants some video of his bee field and all that stuff. But he hadn't got back to me. I sent him an email last night. So be interesting. So
Shit, I had Velocidrone downloaded. That's really weird.
I think it's just about time for a second cup of coffee.
Coffee
Hey,
time?
Corey Mano.
Right back.
Okay. Never stand between a man and his coffee.
No, don't do that.
Corey says you should be able to see the bind button. Did you see it?
I did, yeah. I saw that hole and I saw the bind button. some reason, Velocidrone's no longer on my computer. I have no idea why, but it seems to have
Disappeared?
uninstalled itself. Yeah, I don't understand. Really weird. Anyway. Yeah.
Is Velocidrone a free program or do you have to pay?
You have to pay, but it's very inexpensive. It's like $15 or something.
Yeah, okay.
Good luck to Dennis, Corey. Have fun, bud.
Yeah, I think I paid 20 something.
Yeah, maybe that's it. 20. It's really, I mean, most
It
video
was-
games are like $60 to $100 these days, right? Which is crazy, in my opinion.
That's a one-time fee?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And there's a couple of little extras you can buy, like add-ons to give you different types of drones, like mini drones and larger drones and combat, stuff like that.
Okay.
So Corey, I had an RX loss yesterday over my neighbor's yard. Thank God the drone didn't get damaged, but anyway.
So when you lose it on the they don't like hover or anything, they just drop, right?
Not unless they're GPS enabled, which
Okay.
this particular, it was this little fella here I was flying. So there's no
Okay.
GPS on it, but I think I'm going to put one on it because I
Yeah.
don't want that to happen again.
So if you put one on there, in other words, you can take and have it automatically switch the GPS hover if it
Right. You can set, okay, so there's a concept of what they call fail safe. I hate the word because fail safe just means it can drop out of the sky, which that's not safe to me. But anyway, it's better than a flyaway where it could fly into an aircraft or, something like that.
right.
But anyway, every drone has to be configured for fail safe. And then you can configure how it does that. So when it loses connection to the transmitter, you can have it hover in place. You can have it drop to the ground.
Slowly, yeah.
Nope.
Oh, just either on or off, huh?
It drops, falls out of the sky essentially, or return to home if you've got GPS.
Yeah.
The hover too, I think, is only with GPS.
Now, and on the return to home with GPS, does it do like the camera or like DJI's anyway that I know of, where it goes to a certain altitude, comes over, and then back down again?
It goes up to a certain altitude and it comes over in your general direction and it goes close to where you are,
Yeah.
but it doesn't land.
Oh, okay. So you still have to take control.
And then hopefully when it returns, you regain the link and you take control again. Yeah,
Okay.
theoretically. Now, if you're within 100 meters of the controller, it doesn't work. It drops out of the sky. You have to be farther than 100 meters. And I found that out. I knew it, but I hit the GPS return one day just to test it. And I thought I was 100 meters out and I wasn't. I was like 80 meters or something. And it dropped right out of the sky. So anyway, I'm learning the hard way.
Sometimes that's the best way.
Yeah, I guess. It cements it into your brain.
Yeah, you never forget.
And I had to run my fat ass all over the neighborhood last night looking for the drone. Hello, have you seen a drone falling out of the sky? The old lady across the way says, I didn't see anything, but I heard something very strange. Okay.
Well, you have to introduce yourself as Neighborhood Watch, right?
Yeah. I was so panicky. I didn't even introduce myself. I just asked her about the drone. And anyway, apologized for intruding on her property. But what scared me the most was I just bought this camera. It's $400. You know, the drone, okay. Yeah, it's not cheap, but still, I didn't want to lose that new camera. Anyway, lucky nothing happened.
$400 is a lot of money.
It is to me because retired now.
Yeah. Fixed income.
Well, not fixed because I don't get anything from anywhere except my royalties for my books, which that can vary, and it's not a lot of money. So I miss that big fat corporate salary. I'll tell you that much.
Yeah.
That was nice. Okay. Quiet and chat. Well, while we're sitting here, I will show you. Let me show you my crash just for kicks. Source. We can still hear you pretty loud, Dave. Just let you know.
I would think maybe you should pull it down, maybe under your chin or.
Down as far as it goes right there.
Okay.
I got it pulled out about as far as it goes.
And you can still hear you quite well.
We can hear you really good.
The voice part of it, yeah, I can hear
Good
that really
microphone.
good. It's a sensitive microphone, that's for sure.
Yeah, I just got this the other day.
The other thing you could do is the only other thing you could do is put it up by your forehead. But
I can do that. I've done that before.
Oh, there you go. Here's my crash coming up. Audio off, of course. Yeah, flying over the house. Oh, it's a beautiful
Oh.
day. I thought, well, we'll cruise around the neighborhood a little bit. Let's look around, see what's going on. Yeah, the river's looking good. Let's go up a little bit, check it out. Beautiful day. Beautiful day. Now, let's do a split ass and dive. Yeah, let's do that. Here we go. Nice little split ass, roll down. See the little pool down there? The little blue
yeah,
pool?
yeah.
That's close to where I landed. What's up, Blizzard? RX loss.
Someone has splash drum.
Yeah. I don't know if you guys have ever heard that screaming gopher meme, but it's funny. And, ah! You know.
Yeah.
That's funny.
Anyway, there we go. RX loss.
Okay. Hey, Paul, as an idea, if you're looking to sell your Inspire, there's a website called Inspire Pilots.
Uh-huh.
I get stuff from them every day. I go in there and look, but they got classifieds and stuff in there if you're interested, like in selling stuff. And they talk all about the different Inspires and all that stuff. So Inspire 2, they talk about the cameras and Inspire 1, yeah, all that kind of stuff. If you ever, that might be a good place to go list it.
Yeah. Yes. It would be.
Mike? Are you talking to me, Mike?
Yeah, I think he probably is.
I think he is too. Oh, I'd love that, but I take a lot of medication, more than you could imagine.
That's what happens when I smoke weed.
I'm-
I get real sleepy.
I don't control when I fall asleep and when I don't.
That's all right, Dave. We understand.
Just me.
Unless you've been there, I don't think you totally understand, but yes.
So guys, in a few minutes, if I disappear for a little bit, I got waiting for a phone call at 9 o'clock. So
Oh, yeah, okay.
yeah, from the Alzheimer's Society, they're supposed to be calling me.
Roger is off to the doctors, I think, or today's the day he gets testing.
Yeah, Paul Murray does. Doesn't do as often as I did. I know it just it is what it is, Mike.
Yeah, I don't know of anybody that's bought any one of the new drones. The SE or the what's the other one that has the upward looking?
Anafi.
Yeah,
Do you still have your Parrot Anafi, or did you sell it?
I sold that. That went over to Robert
Right. Okay.
Rojo.
Well, I tell you what, I'm seriously considering the is it a Femi? The Femi Mini? No, the Femi Mini. The one John Cupie reviewed. Right now, there seems to be some gimbal issues with it, but if they get the gimbal issues fixed, I might sell my Mini 2 and buy the Femi Mini. Because I'm just sick of DJI's geofencing. Not that I care about going above 400 feet. It's just that they're capping me at like 100 feet, 50 feet, all around my neighborhood in places where I can legally fly 400 feet,
Yes, Mike. They raised them back to full staff just before Memorial Day.
Well, that's good.
And yesterday, of course, in the United States was Flag Day.
I didn't know that.
Yep.
All right, guys. Well, I'm going to log off for a bit. I got a video to edit, but I may be back if you're on in a little while.
Okay, Hugh. I don't know how long we're going to stay, but we're here for now.
All right. We'll see you in a little bit, guys.
Okay. Yeah. Bye-bye.
Yep.
Paul's got places to go, and Dave could always use another nap, right?
I'm good.
Yeah,
For the moment, I can never tell.
What do you want? I fed you. Just go eat it. She is so spoiled, I'll tell you what. I mean, I even chop up bacon and put it in her meal.
Oh yeah. I
But-
just gave my dog some bacon treats a few minutes ago.
My mom cooks a dozen chicken breasts for their dog. And then strips them up a little bit every day.
Well, I buy the pre-cooked bacon, and she gets a couple of strips, and I dice it up and put it on top of her food. But that doesn't seem to be good enough half the time anymore.
It seems like the older their dog gets, the more fat she is on.
Yeah.
You can feed her and it'll sit there most of the day.
Right.
So when she gets hungry.
I just read an article here that in Toronto, they want to change the school schedule for kids, some of the kids, not all of them, just some of them, to go to school from 10 till 4 p.m. And
Really?
well, because there's a shortage of bus drivers. Okay, so what the problem is, they can't get all the schools emptied at the same time.
So they
got
want to
stag-
stagger the schools out?
So they get these people home. They go back to another school and get another load, to a different school and get another load, and then get rid of them. But they're saying some kids are on the bus over an hour, so they're not home till after 5 o'clock. And some of them have, jobs they go to after school or sports and that, and they can't make it now because of
Right.
it and all that. Yeah, yeah. See, right now they said the school normally runs till 2:45, but yeah.
Yeah, it's we live in different times for sure.
Well, they said, because the biggest problem said there were a lot of drivers who chose not to return to work this fall because a lot of them were over the age of 60 and are a higher risk of catching the COVID. So
Yeah.
they're down hundreds of drivers right now. So it said this spring it renewed a program to reward school bus drivers with up to $2,000 who stay on the job throughout the year. So that's what they call that DRP, which is a driver retention bonus, right?
Right.
And yeah, we get it twice a year. Get $1,000 for the first part and then another 1,000 for the second part. Yeah.
Okay, Roger's off to take his shower for heading for the doctor. Okay, Rick, let me see. Forward to. There you go, Rick. I sent you another one, my friend.
Yeah, Rick, where are you? Well, you got 5 minutes and you got to put the kids to school. Hey, get on the computer now. Yeah.
A little bit of phlegmy going on there.
Yeah. Do.
The
Roger sent him a link too.
the wind's starting to pick up a little bit here.
Is it? Oh, another ship coming up. Tug barge.
Yeah, little gusty going there now. We're supposed to get maybe 10 to 15 mile an hour winds today.
Yeah.
Hey, there he is.
Happening, gentlemen.
Good, Rick. How are you doing?
Too bad.
Hey,
I gotta disappear for 1 minute here and just put the children on school, but I think I got it. I got
What
chat
the
on
heck?
here.
Yep.
Oh, that's weird. I pulled up marine traffic and it went to between Alaska and British Columbia for some reason.
well, I really enjoyed that thing about Sue.
The Sioux
Yeah.
locks.
Yeah, the Sue locks that she sent me last night.
Yep.
Paul Tregather. Oh, there's my phone call.
Okay. Yeah, the Paul Tregertha was
Hey, Laura.
Hello,
You guys have 2 minutes. Sorry, Riker, you have 12. Kira, you have 2 minutes.
Oh, they go on at different times?
I'm completely done with this online learning nonsense.
How much longer they got to do that?
Next week, and then I think a couple days the week after.
Okay, so they're still gonna go till July, right?
Let me look at the old calendar here. Yeah, so I think their last day is the 24th next week, next Thursday.
Next Thursday, okay.
Yeah, I think that's the deal. The next day after that, they're going up north. Right away, taking them up north, let them run around in the wild for a couple days.
How long we stay? Well, it's good to get to go see Grandma up there.
They haven't seen her in 2 years because of all this COVID, right? So.
Wow. I bet your mother's excited to see him, huh?
Oh yeah, oh yeah. Wow. The little one, she looks just like my mom too, right? So. Mom's got a soft spot for her.
Yeah.
Hey, give me 2 seconds, Paul. I'm just gonna put them online here.
All righty.
Here, let's go.
Hey, Dave. Oh, Dave's off gone too. So anyway, yeah, we just decided to come on today because I know that some people are always looking for some place to go and do a little chit chat, pop in and pop out, and they're welcome to do that. Don't know how long we're going to be on today, but we're going to be on for a while.
Taking off? What's going on?
No. I was just telling everybody, welcoming everybody, and like I say, just give everybody a chance, someplace to go and pop in and pop out as they either start their day or end their day, whatever they're at, you know. Hey, Ron, how you doing?
Morning, Ron. You know, it's funny, Paul, because when nobody's on, those are usually the days I have time, and I'm looking and searching and scrolling, and nobody's around.
Yeah.
I hate to admit, I actually miss you guys on those days.
Well, we miss you too.
How's the weather looking behind you? It looks pretty sunny down there, no?
Yes, it is very sunny. The breeze is starting to pick up a little bit off of the lake. It was dead calm until about 10, 15 minutes ago. Now the trees are starting to rustle a little bit.
Hey, Paul, I'm back. I was
Okay,
indisposed there for a minute.
Yeah, Ron is in the chat with us. Is come in, and
Oh, hey,
so
Ron.
is AZ Drone Dude is also
AZ
joining.
Drone Dude. Yeah, I got my chat pulled up.
How you doing, Dave?
Doing good.
Right on.
Doing better today than yesterday.
Yeah, it was. He had in his apartment. It was 91 degrees yesterday. His air conditioning isn't working.
Yeah, that's crazy hot.
We felt so bad for him.
Yeah, that's unbearable hot. I just, yeah, I don't know how I could deal with it. I'd have to go lay in the shower with cold water.
Yeah.
I just lay there and sweat.
That's about all you can do at that hot, right? Like,
Well, he did get a hold of the property management people, and they did. I think they just thought he was full of it. But he told them, "Well, if you don't believe me, come over here and see." So they came over there, and they just shook their heads like, "Oh my."
I got a thermometer in here, and it read 91.6 or something like that.
that's crazy hot.
They called the vice president of the company that owns it, and they got permission to get instead of just the maintenance guy who really doesn't know anything about heating and air conditioning, They got a contractor to come in and fix it today.
Well, that way it gets done and it's dealt with, right?
Well, that's what they said. I'll believe it when I see it.
Yeah.
Well, that's why it's always best that Lynn and I were talking last night. Lynn wanted Dave's address. She was gonna send him one of those portable on the wheel air conditioners, you know?
Yep.
Always good to have a backup plan, you know?
I'm considering buying one of those just to have a air conditioner up north. We don't usually get hot enough to need it.
Yep.
But just for the odd day, right?
Yep. And that's exactly, I have one of those out in my garage office, and I also have one here in the deck room on the far end. So when it gets a little too hot, because I have central air the rest of the house, and gets too hot, just kick that baby on and it just cools it right down. And it's the kind that's got the tube, and then it has a little plate that goes in the window and you can adjust it. Yeah.
Yep.
Those work really good.
Well, the house isn't too bad up north because the basement's touching bedrock, right? So the bedrock's always cold. But
Right.
the cottage, if you open the cottage up during the day, brutal. The last night I slept out there, it was like, I don't know, 25 degrees in there or something Celsius.
Wow. Yeah, that's, you don't get a good night's sleep then.
No.
Yeah, that'd be
That's
perfect.
hard to sleep on. Sorry.
Now, how far is the cottage from the house?
800 feet, 1,000 feet, something like that.
Wow, you'd have to run one hell of a wire underground, wouldn't you?
Yeah. No, well, I got the generator that we used to use for the house out back now, so.
Yeah. Well, you could bury a cable,
Oh, I've thought about it. I've definitely considered it.
you know, little at a time, work on it, you know?
Well, I have the main panel's actually in the basement of the house, and there's a separate panel for upstairs because the house was originally intended to have an apartment in the bottom.
Right.
So it's got two panels. So I was thinking about putting a pony panel off the big panel out back, right? But
Yeah.
at the same time, I got a lot of projects I got to do first.
Well, you got a lot of contractor friends. You probably could find somebody that would have enough cable, electrical cable to put underground.
Oh yeah, I have probably 400 feet right now.
Yeah.
We when I had the generator was set back far from the house, so I have the cable that we use for that. Okay, you got school, dude, in 5 minutes.
So you're almost halfway to having enough to go to the house.
Pretty close, yeah, pretty close. The thing is, I don't, because if you were going to run an air conditioner off a generator, I don't know how the generator would really like that. You know what I mean? Because
Yeah. Well, what it does is as the generator's running, the more it draws, the harder it works, the more it uses, you know?
Yeah.
Where if you could wire it in to the house, since you have a panel already there, you'd be further ahead. Yeah, it might be a pain in the ass when you go up there to do it, but once it's done, it's done. You know, then you have a choice. Do you take the house power, which you should, and but a backup, then you would always have the backup standby generator if the grid goes down, you know?
Yeah.
In fact, you could wire it. My outdoor generator, I have a plug on the outside of the house, plug it in. And so when I go to use it, if the grid goes down, I have on my panel, I have a breaker. I have to throw it on and throw off the main breaker at top, and then it feeds the whole house.
Yep. That's the best way to do it. No, mine will plug in like that, but it's you open up a little door in the side of the block foundation, and then you put the cable through, and it plugs into a plug inside.
Yeah.
Similar idea, I suppose. But
Yep. See, I have the little box with the flipper. You flip it up and put it in.
I got to remember the farmers, they're not going to spend money on extras when they built that place.
Right. Mohawk News Station. Good morning. How you doing, Marshall? Yeah, my advice to you, nephew, is sometime over the summer when you've got a chance, an opportunity to get that done. Even if your main goal is right now in the summertime, get the trench dug, get the wire down there and get it covered up. And then you can work on the box and work on the house, you know?
I've been looking at the backhoe attachment for my tractor,
Uh-huh.
and I could buy a brand new one for 5,000. So I think what I'm doing is kind of waiting till I get a job like a basement to do,
Right.
and you pay for the machine, dig the basement, and then I'll have the machine at the end of the deal, right?
Hey, Ron, how you doing?
Howdy.
Well, you know, I don't know what it would cost to rent a trencher.
Problem with a trencher where I'm at,
Yeah.
it's pretty wet cedar swamp, right? So
Yeah, but
think
you only got to dig it once. You could actually, as you're trenching, lay the cable behind you.
Mhm.
Unless you're going to put it all in plastic.
I'm definitely gonna put it in plastic.
Yeah.
Definitely. And I'm actually gonna use big stone, put big stone down and then 3/4 crush and do it right because of I need the drainage, right?
Yeah. Of course, if you're going to put it in plastic, it'd be nice to have a nice roll of it and go the full length. But you're going to have a connection someplace. So you could take and do it in 12-foot,
Yeah.
sections, you know. Just glue the hell out of it. So Ron, how's it go? Looks like you're outdoors.
I am.
Hey, Ron.
Hey, who was that?
That's Dave. Dave is.
Hey, Dave.
You're on here with Carpenter Rick, myself. Paul Hodges is on the phone, and he's off screen, and Dave is in his repose position.
Yeah, the normal position.
That's it. Are you at a golf course there, Ron?
No, I'm actually at work.
Oh.
Yeah, this is southern part of the state down there in Nebraska. Kind of surrounded by mountains. I'm in the Black Hills. They consider it a real nice part of the Black Hills. And
It looks like really pristine scenery. That's what I'm thinking. It was a golf course. Looks nice.
Now, is that just people just taking care of the land, or is it just a farm?
This is kind of. Let me give you a nickel tour here. See if how do I spin the camera around? Here we go.
There you go. Oh yeah.
This is at our station. Yeah. Oh.
Somebody does a lot of lawn mowing there.
Yeah. Yeah, we have to. Oh. Yeah, it's surrounded by some pretty good sized mountains right here.
That's beauty.
They're looking to get another flight program back in here. No, I said southern part of the county near Nebraska. You're not. No, southern Nebraska would be a little flatter. Yeah. This is our station here, though. Part-time gig.
Yeah. Now that's a helicopter or fixed wing?
Well, they had a helicopter here. Another service was in here. Company I used to work for, and they pulled out about a year ago. It's all about money, and
yeah.
But now we're trying to get another service back in here because this building, actually, the whole station was built with having a flight service in mind. We're about an hour plus drive to a trauma center. Some places where we cover, it's even further. So we need air med services here. Big kind of it's not in the middle of nowhere, but it's a pretty big tourism area.
Yeah.
And you can get pretty remote out here. Anything from rattlesnake bites to boat accidents down here. There's a big lake down here 4-wheeling, hiking, all kinds of stuff. So, but, yeah, I've been here. I got 4 more hours and then, go home at noon today. And I got some friends coming from Pennsylvania to visit.
Well, good.
Yeah.
It's always be good to have somebody come visit.
Yeah, I worked with this gal for 30 years, and her and her husband are traveling out through. They're gonna only spend about 24 hours with me, but I'm gonna race them around like crazy and try and show them as much as I can. So, but they're both retired now.
Good. Now, are they just they're not bikers, so they're not coming on a bike, are they?
They're coming in a car. Do you know Dennis Lovelady?
Yes. Yes.
Dennis is coming here in a month.
Oh, all right.
He and his wife are flying into Denver, and then they're going to do some traveling, but they're coming up to see a lot of sites in South Dakota. And I'm going to hook up with them and show them around a little bit. So that'll be fun. Dennis is a good guy.
Exactly. That's cool.
Oh, Dave, how you been?
I've been a little bit hot. My air conditioner's out, but
Ruh-roh.
I'll be fine.
It was 91 degrees there yesterday in his apartment.
Woo. Wow. At least got some fans going.
Finally got one in the afternoon.
Got 2 fans going.
Yeah.
It's going to be around 100 here today.
Well, and the sad part is he called and complained for the last week or so about his air conditioning doesn't seem to be working to the management company that's running it. And they were kind of poo-pooing him, So finally yesterday he insisted, and they came over and they looked at the thermostat on his wall and read 91.8. And they 96.8. And so they
91.6.
91.6. So then they immediately called the vice president of operations for the organization and got authorization for them to get somebody out there. So
good. Yeah, I was in the helicopter the other day. It was 102 outside. You sit in that complete plexiglass cockpit. It's like a terrarium in there. Oh my God. It was hot. Air conditioning was working overtime and it still just wasn't cutting it. Whew. Hot.
They said I wasn't the only one.
Really?
Yeah.
how many places in that complex, Dave?
I don't know, a couple hundred.
Oh wow. Couple of hundred of hot tenants.
Yeah, literally.
Yeah, they haven't been kept up. They're nice, but they haven't been kept up.
So they're taking all the profits, but not putting it back into maintenance, huh?
Yeah.
But you know how the whole gig works, right? Make as much money as you can, spend as little as possible.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's unfortunate.
Yep. And then once you get it run down to a certain level, you sell it off.
Right.
Mm.
Well, they just sold this back on January 1st.
Yeah,
So
they probably made a fortune.
Yeah, we have a new owner and new management.
Now, Ron, are you in a small little town there, or?
Hot Springs, South Dakota.
Hot Springs, South Dakota. I'm going to look at where that is.
There's actually, hence its name. There's a lot of little hot springs that surround the whole town. It's really cool in a super cold day. You drive around town and all the steam is coming up from the creeks, and it goes up on, we have a place down here called Evans Plunge. It's a indoor hot spring swimming pool,
Oh,
and it's, you know, for family. I was down here with girlfriend not long ago and acting like a couple 12-year-olds. We were swinging on the monkey rings and up and down the sliding board and had a hell of a good time.
good.
Yeah.
Holy, you are in the middle of freaking nowhere out there.
And then between that, there's nowhere. And then on the other side of that, there's nowhere.
Yeah. I just looking at the map. That's crazy.
Yeah. It's kind of neat though. That's really pretty drive.
It's actually not as far from here as I had imagined in my mind.
Really.
I kind of thought you were on the other side of the mountains, but you're on our side of the mountains.
Yeah, it's we're not far from the Nebraska border.
Yeah, very cool.
Yeah.
I never been to the States, right, Ron? So I kind of impaired on where to know where everything is. But yeah, that's cool.
You've never been to the States?
No, I drove across Canada 4 times. I've been all the way as far north as you can get without going to the North Pole. I just never had a reason to go to the States. I don't have a criminal record or nothing. I never did.
Crap, dude. We got to broaden your horizons.
I know. Yeah, I've been as far north as Iqaluit, which is like, you know, pretty freaking far.
Wow.
But yeah, never went to the States. I'm like literally 2-hour drive from Paul.
Yeah.
Right now.
Well, I guess I don't have much room to talk. I've only been to Canada once. So I was supposed to go next May, but it doesn't look like that's going to happen.
Now, do you guys ever do any like life flights between the two countries or anything? Or
Oh yeah. We well, before the borders were closed, we were going up to several spots in Canada. I'm trying to remember the name of the town in is it Duluth? I'm trying to remember where
Duluth, Wisconsin?
I think so. I think it's Duluth that we bring them back. That's one of the, I guess, international checkpoints or something. I think
Is Duluth in Wisconsin or Minnesota?
Wisconsin. Duluth, Wisconsin.
Wisconsin, yeah.
Or is it Duluth, Minnesota? I don't know. I think it's Wisconsin. I don't think Minnesota actually borders on Lake Superior. It might.
1,227 kilometers away.
Not far.
22-hour drive. It's about the same to go see you as it is to go to Florida from here.
Wow. Yeah, but you're a lot further east.
Yeah.
Aren't you?
Yeah, I'm basically right straight north of Buffalo, New York.
Really?
Yeah, pretty well.
But you never crossed the border.
No. I've been right to the border. I've done actual work at border services, but I never crossed it.
How is it? I guess going the other direction from Canada to the States. I mean, is the border patrol as strict and everything as well? And Paul, I don't know if you guys.
No, in between here and out all the way to Vancouver, there's not even border patrol in certain places. Like you just drive straight through the road, and now you're in the States, right?
Right.
There's a lot of places like that.
Dave, you are correct. It is Minnesota, Duluth, Minnesota.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's what I thought. The Iron Belt.
It's been a while since we've done one. Obviously, well over in a year. It
It's
takes a
starting to
lot
open.
of. We do those transfers, and it's 4, 5, 6 hours before we can take off. All the paperwork and phone calls pilots got to do, and it's a pain in the butt. It's usually to go up and get somebody. They want to come back to the States. That's pretty much what it is.
Right. Well, I guess, if you're from the States and you get hurt up here, you want to get home wherever your
Yeah.
wherever your insurance covers you cheaper, right?
Yeah. Yep. That one of our 2 brand new ambulances in service yesterday. We finally got all the equipment in it and got it licensed and inspected by the state. And I broke its cherry yesterday.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. They're on a Ford F550 chassis.
Right.
And yeah, it's a nice truck.
Heavy duty for sure.
Oh, big time. Got all the bells and whistles in it. Holy crap.
We actually
Still learning.
we actually used to have a F350 that was an ambulance that we used for carpentry, right? Because it was great. You put the table saws and everything right in there, and it extended. We were able to put 12-foot carpet in there, right? Like,
Wow.
yeah, it
Wow.
was pretty decent.
Hmm.
We got it at the
Yes.
auction for like next to nothing too. It was like $800 Canadian or something.
Right. This is a 550. It's a monster.
It's a big truck. Yeah, that's a big truck.
So you off today, Rick?
Yeah, because of the way this COVID hit, we actually lost a big university job that we're supposed to be doing right now. So I actually have nothing till November.
Oh,
Yeah.
crap.
Yeah.
Is
Last
things on the
January.
rise? Or?
Well, that's the thing. I do more commercial work, right?
Right.
So the jobs, now that the price of everything's gone up, are so expensive to do them, you know? And a lot of it's government funded, like ICI work. Like, you know, I've built a place like you're sitting at right now, a paramedics building with the helicopter pad, the whole deal. We build schools. We've done border services work, hospital work. So they're not spending a lot of money on that stuff right now, right? There's one job I could go way up north, New Liskeard, Ontario, coming up soon, and they'll pay my travel and food and all that. So I'll probably end up having to take that with a different company just to fill the void, right?
Yeah. That's a long time to be off.
Yeah. Oh, already I've lost like 130,000 in wages in the last year and a half.
Jesus.
Oh yeah, it's freaking crazy.
Wow.
But what do you do, right? Like, I've never done anything but this. Like, I've never had a job at McDonald's or anything like that. I've never driven truck for a living or nothing. So yeah, at 43, I'm not switching careers.
Yeah. It's a little tough to do at that point.
The only saving grace is the mortgages are already paid. So, right, just paying land tax and floating through.
Yeah,
But
I don't know
the
what I want to do when I grow up.
Yeah. Luckily for me, the ex-wife works for Manulife or John Hancock in the States. So she's smart with money, right? So all the stuff was dealt with in their younger years.
Good.
So you going flying today, Paul, or what's the deal on that?
Well, it's the wind's starting to pick up and it's starting to cloud up a little bit, but yeah, I do not know. I missed the one ship that just went by. You can see they're lined up on the bridge. The only traffic that's going across the bridge is either essential workers or essential supplies and stuff like that.
They're starting to talk here about opening that up.
Yeah, I know they've been discussing the possibilities.
Hey, Paul, I'll show you our new rig.
Oh, good.
Just put one of the 2 in service yesterday. Just telling Rick.
So you got 2 new ones?
Yeah. The other ones, the Band-Aids are starting to fall off. They all had over 300,000 on them, and
Wow.
yeah.
So they'd be a good purchase for somebody looking for a camper.
Yeah.
Or you know what I always thought they'd be good for is you could take and have a computer and everything in the back, and if you were doing like commercial drone work.
Right. Let me turn the camera around. Oh, there we go. Yeah, there's the old ones here. I said this one here, it's got like 330 on it. I don't know how well there's 3 of these old ones. So, but here's the new one, Rick. That's that new F550.
Ooh.
It's a big truck.
Yeah.
That thing's a monster.
Oh, it's a bruiser, man.
Look at the front tires and hubs on it.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
That's like a transport.
Yeah.
Ooh, nice and pristine too.
Oh yeah. The other one's a 4-wheel drive on the other side.
Now, are they running diesel?
Yeah. And back end's pretty roomy. But even has that new car smell.
Yeah.
But
That's bigger than my apartment.
It's got a kicking stereo system in it. Oh my God. I was jamming yesterday coming back from the hospital.
Oh, it's got all the bells and whistles. Yeah.
Oh my God. I'm still learning the bells and whistles. But yeah. Nice big cab, comfy seats. Yeah. It's pretty nice. Long overdue. Well overdue.
So is it very often that all of those ambulances are outrun or no?
Oh yeah, we've had 3 out. If we go to Rapid City, it's an hour drive one way.
Right.
You know. But
do they have a hospital right there or no?
we do. It's not very big. They don't take real critical patients. We do a lot of transfers out of there up to Rapid City. It's a level 2 trauma center. Oh,
I was gonna say, if anything bad comes into the hospital, they call you right away for a transfer.
yeah,
Stabilize and transport, right?
yeah. Then like I said, some of our territory, you can drive a good half hour plus just to get to someone's house. Like Rick said, you're out in the middle of nowhere.
Yeah.
So yeah, I go back to the full-time job Thursday for training, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday for work. And then, crap. I think I got a couple days off. And then, let me see. Yeah, I only have a couple days off. Then I go back for 2 more. Then I'm off for 17. That's when we're heading on the big motorcycle trip.
Is that the Colorado swing or?
That's the trip to
Oregon.
Boise, Idaho, Oregon, Washington.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Looking forward to it.
Now, how many you riding in a group or just yourself?
Me and my one supervisor from here are leaving here. We're going up to Wyoming, up through the Bighorns, and then up over into eastern side of Yellowstone. We'll go up on the north side, come out the west end, come into Idaho, and I actually go right up by Val's place. Well, I end up, she lives in around Boise, right?
Boise, yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'll be in Boise on July 4th. I think I overheard her say the other night she's leaving the 5th.
Yeah.
To go see her dad or something.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah, it's pretty area out there. I want to take my buddy to Shoshone Falls. It's in it's about 10 miles off the interstate. Google it sometimes. They call it the Niagara of the US. It's a gigantic waterfall. It's part of the I'm trying to remember what river it is that goes through there.
Well, didn't you show us a video of that?
Yeah, that's right. I did.
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah, the Snake River. I think it's still the Snake River that goes through there.
Yeah.
Yeah. Pretty cool. But yeah, I meet 8 other guys in Boise. And then the morning of the 5th, we'll leave ourselves and head over to Oregon, all the way up through Washington into Seattle. Looking forward to that. And then take the ferry over to the island, Vancouver Island, I think it is. And then we'll go up to Olympic National Park. It's just south of British Columbia. We'll be up there.
Now, how long a trip
I
will
can't
that
even
be?
imagine the amount of video and photos I'm going to be taking. I'm guessing I'm going to be gone close to 2 weeks. Yeah. It's probably one of the longer vacations I've ever had,
Yeah.
with exception of the honeymoon.
Well, whenever you take and you ride for 2 weeks on a bike, are you comfortable with that, or do you have to get off every once in a while?
Oh, yeah. I have to get off every couple hours. Plus,
I was just gonna say I go about 4. I'm a little younger than you. I can only go about 4 or 5 hours straight, and then it's time to grab some food or whatever.
Yeah. No. I wish I would have acted sooner. Those standard Harley seats. I forgot to show you my baby. Go back into the garage.
Yeah, we'd like to see your Harley.
That's morning.
How are you?
Good. Flip the camera around again. I feel kind of privileged. They let me park it inside while I'm here.
Nice.
This is my baby.
Oh boy!
Got the old man's bike. Yeah.
If you turn your camera sideways, does it switch? Yeah, there's a better view.
Yeah.
What is that, Ron?
It's an ultra classic.
I was gonna say, but yeah.
That's sweet.
Yep.
Got my all my mounts. I got 1, 2. I may put a third mount on there for cameras. I got one right up here. I can put like any GoPro or my Osmo Action.
Yep.
That sits right there, and it's a nice bike. It's a 2014, but I just don't like these seats. I hate the way that design is. I get uncomfortable.
You should
The
sit on my.
girlfriend, she's more comfortable than I am. She got the armrest. She fell asleep on me once back there.
No way.
Yeah. Like,
That's crazy.
she started to leave. I'm like, what are you doing? She, oh, sorry, I fell asleep. I'm like, don't do that.
Yeah, the Harley seats from the factory are not that comfortable.
No, they're
I
terrible.
can tell you, the 2018 Harley 48, it's brutal to ride.
Is that what you have?
Yeah. It was the only one I could afford.
Yeah.
Like let's just be honest.
Yeah.
I got a KLR 650 too that actually gets more use than anything.
Really?
Oh,
where I live,
On those Harley seats, do they make custom ones that with that nice gel foam in them and all the stuff? And
Yeah, I wish I would have. I'm looking to see if there's any balloons out this morning. This is where I went on that hot air balloon ride a month ago. Yeah. Let's see. And then right over there, about a half a mile, is that they call it the Mammoth site, and it's a prehistoric dig. They just
yeah, where they found the woolly mammoth.
Yeah,
Oh.
yeah, yep. and they just keep finding more bones. Yeah, I don't see any balloons out this morning. I'm surprised it's pretty still. Yeah, no balloons. So it's getting ready to rain up there, though.
Yeah, weather has a lot to do with ballooning.
Yeah, I've flown the Mavic 2 up there a couple times.
Have you?
Oh
Nice.
yeah, it's pretty up there. Yeah, it's a pretty good sized station.
Yeah, it looks like it.
Yeah.
So they used to keep the copter out there in that garage?
Out there in the hangar, yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, I got a hold of an old flight program I used to work for, and got them connected with the powers to be here, and they come out to visit a few weeks ago to see if the numbers were there, and if they are, they're thinking about putting a service out here.
Well, they'd probably be the only one in the area, right?
The closest one's Rapid City, and that's 60 miles away.
Ah,
Yeah, we need something down here. But anymore, and even in the medical aviation, the numbers got to be there. The flights got to be there. The paying, you got to have your returns. You can't go into a poverty area, and people who don't have insurance and can't pay, because it's not cheap to run one of these services. The
no.
operational costs are unbelievable.
The overheads must be just phenomenal. That's no doubt.
Bro.
Well, the requirements for maintenance on the aircraft alone is big bucks.
Yeah, the maintenance, the insurance. Yeah, it's and then you sit and think about just the standard operating the building, your electric, the insurance, for the building, all the supplies.
Yep.
Those rigs out there, they're about $250 a piece.
Yep.
Not including the supplies and tools inside.
Yep.
Just the bare rig alone is about $250. Yeah.
Yeah, well, I know. Just it's crazy money. It's just crazy money.
It is. I don't know how it all works. I know, like, some of the equipment, like we just got those. Paul, you and I started out. That's why you and I don't have good backs. We started out with the stretcher where you had to.
You lift it. Yep. You lowered it. You grab those and lift it up. And I remember we picked
one finger. Yep.
We picked a guy up off of the bank floor downtown Port Huron. Truman Pond was his name. He had a big car lot, and he had to weigh 500 pounds. And we did everything we could to get him in the back. And as we're rolling those front wheels on, the back of that ambulance is tilting. And this is a big Suburban, is tilting down. And we finally got him in there. And after we closed the doors, we both stood there for a minute and leaned up against the ambulance, and it's like, oh my God.
Yeah, I had a guy like that not long ago. I was kidding with him, but we got on the subject of, he was a big dude. He was probably pushing 400. And he goes, what happens when a big guy like me gets out of control? And I said, well, you're too big to wrestle, so I'll just shoot you. And he went, so that's the only way I can take you down.
Yeah.
You're too big.
Well, if I was in the back not driving, which was most of the time because I was the youngest one, right next to me you had the big sandbag, and then you had a couple of the smaller, sandbags, and they were the best weapon you had right there at your disposal. You smack them with one of those sandbags alongside the head, you get their attention. You hit them a second time and they're dazed.
I had a guy, God, talk about protection. He was a retired Marine, big dude. And black guy, nice, and he was smooth. Leroy was smooth. He always smoked a pipe, and we were in the city of Chester. Excuse me, I got a cough this morning. And I guess he was what we call like one of the Golden Glove boxers in the Marines. They said he was pretty good. And we were going across the Commodore Barry Bridge, which goes from Chester, Pennsylvania. You go across the river and you get into New Jersey. And we picked up this dirtbag, mouthy drug addict. Well, Leroy was in the back and he used the N-word. 2:00 in the morning. And Leroy said, Lockwood, stop the truck. I'm like, what? You hear me? Stop the truck. Okay, we're on the bridge. Stop the truck. Okay. No, there's no traffic. I stop the truck and we have the mirror. I'm looking in the back doors come open. And I see this guy flying out. And I heard a bunch of ruckus back there. Then I see him drag him back in, throws him back on the stretcher. He's like, let's go to the hospital. Okay, are you done back there?
Yep. JDS, how you doing? Also, MGE Small Town Flyer is thinking about getting a Harley, and Phantom Flight 101 is in the house.
Yeah, Leroy was smooth.
Paul's got that Inspire for $650.
Get out of here. Stop it.
We used to I was only part-time there. That's what I called the Knife and Gun Club place. That's the place where I got stabbed one year. But thank God for the bulletproof vest. But anyhow, I used to go work. I worked with Leroy a lot. He was a super dude. I said he was a ladies' man. And we would go out, we'd meet up at the station at 7 at night. Leroy had a couple honeys in town, and his one honey, he would go to visit a couple times a week, and he'd say, Ron, he said, do you mind going having a cup of coffee down the street? So I'd take the ambulance about a half a block down the street. I'd sit there in the parking lot and drink coffee while he's down there with his sweetie. And if we get a call, yeah, I said, hell, you need to hook a brother up. You got so many of them, you can share,
All the extras.
Yeah. Think of your partner, man. Yeah.
Okay, Roger, you drive safe. He's heading for the doctor's office.
No. Is Officer Jackson on this morning? I can't see the chat.
No. Action Jackson is not on yet. We haven't heard from him this morning. But Herman Phantom Flight 101 is here. Roger's leaving. JDS is here. Who else is here? We got MGE Small Town Flyers thinking about he might want to purchase an 80s Harley and deck it out again, but it just wouldn't be the same without the big guy next to me.
He was saying him and his dad used to ride, and then a year after his dad passed, he sold his bike.
Yep.
I've rode a couple times with my dad, but he's an old fart and he drives too freaking slow, and I got no time for that. So we're not a good riding pair.
My dad had a 69. I got a picture somewhere on my phone. He had a 69 Harley. It was a retired New York City police bike. And, nice bike though.
They are nice bikes for sure.
And that's when they weighed about 200-300 pounds more than they do now. God, that thing was a moose.
The nicest bike that I ever rode comfort wise was I think it was a 1600cc Goldwing or 1400cc Goldwing.
Really?
It was like driving a couch.
Really?
I think I went 6 hours before I even stopped. It was delivering it.
Pretty nice.
Oh yeah, it was brand new. I was delivering it for a guy. Nice bike.
Hey,
Ask and you shall receive, Ron. Jackson has arrived on the panel.
Down
Officer
in
Jackson.
down in sorry FTC.
Oh,
How's it going, Ron? Carpenter
Good,
Rick
buddy.
and all everybody
Morning,
else.
sir.
Hey, Chris.
What's going on? Turn this shit off.
Well, Ron was asking about you.
yeah, and all of a sudden you came on.
Isn't
Yeah.
that something? That's ESPN. Isn't that something?
Oh, I'm doing the Squad 51 thing today.
Oh, 10-4.
Yeah.
I'm doing the shit show. That's what I'm doing.
I see that.
Shit. Man, it's been crazy. Traffic's been crazy. Took forever to get down here. And I left like 7 o'clock. Didn't get here till like 9. What time is it now? 9. Got here like 9:30, 9:15 or something.
Yeah, you're 2 hours ahead of me, so 7:50 here.
Yeah. Get turned around here. Yeah. Little small ass streets.
See that? I haven't been in DC in a while. It's okay.
You ain't missing nothing.
Matter of fact, I think the last time I was there was when I did that course Contoms.
Uh-huh.
SWAT training. We were there for 10 or 12 days.
Oh yeah.
That was brutal. It was with the Department of Homeland Security taught that course.
Gotcha.
They run you through the ringer.
Oh shit. I gotta make a U-turn for sure. Yeah, ain't no way out here. He said, oh yeah, you can turn around. I went, turn around. I'll have this bad boy jacked.
Holy crap. This is a tight little. Look at you go, buddy.
He's on a roll now.
Yeah, he is.
You can
Hope
jack
nobody
it
else
around.
wants to come down the street.
You can jack it around where the trailer's going, the wheels are going backwards.
Really?
Oh, I'll bet. On the one side of the trailer, they're going this way. The other side of the trailer, they're going that way. So how far away are you from back at the ranch again?
If I hit traffic, probably about 2 hours.
Wow.
And then I got to another place, and I got one after that. So it's probably a long day today.
Oh,
Hate to say it.
yeah. On this load, did you have to have escort or no?
No, my next one I will. Yeah. Yeah, after a while you just get tired of arguing with them, you know what I mean?
Well, wouldn't you think they'd have spare trailers there where they have it loaded? All you do is pull up, back up, hook up, and out of there again.
They can't even take care of the ones they got.
Morning. Oh.
What was that?
Ron, Rick was growing a little bit there.
Mm-hmm. Perks of the job.
Right. Geez, I'm in the wrong business.
Yeah, you are, buddy. Well, you mentioned that about switching careers. Oh, yeah. So, Officer Jackson, how you doing?
Yeah.
I got a couple minutes and I gotta switch the kids here online.
Oh, they go to different.
Yeah, every 45 to an hour they switch from one group to the next group, and
You
I'm
still
so-
doing at home homeschooling?
yeah, they didn't open the schools back
schools.
up here. Yeah.
Are
So
they, how long are they going to school for? Are they doing it all summer?
another week and a half.
Oh,
they're going back to real school in the fall. That's it. Doesn't matter. If we gotta put them in private school or whatever, they're going.
You need your sanity.
Oh, I thought dealing with 25-year-olds at work was hard.
Yeah.
And it's the female children, right? It doesn't matter what I say to them. They don't give a poop. They're doing what they want, and that's it.
Mhm.
Yeah, the little girl, how old is she?
She's 5.
She's 5 and she's a handful already, Ron.
Yeah.
The other female turning 16, so you can just imagine what that one's all about.
Mm. Just tell her you got some friends that when she starts dating that are snipers.
Oh, she's well aware. Well aware. We actually we just sighted in a couple of the hunting rifles there last weekend, M305 and 223. Got at 150 yards, everything was within 2-3 inches of the bullseye, so pretty decent. How's David?
Hi, Rick. Hi, Paul. Hi, Ron.
Hi, David.
Hi, Chris. Hi, Dave.
Hey.
2 or 3 inches at 150 yards.
Yeah, well, I shake a lot.
I'd have got shot if I was shooting it.
Well, a deer's got a spot about that big, you got to hit. If you can hit that, she's dropping.
Yep.
And usually at my place, they're no more than like maybe 50 to 75 yards away from us. So
Yeah.
So Ron, you spot any more bears along the road?
No, we're actually starting to get black bear in the Black Hills, which nobody has seen. There's been half a dozen sightings in the past couple months, so it's kind of unusual. It's either that or they've escaped from there's a bear park here on the way to Mount Rushmore called Bear Country USA. And there's like 150 bears in there.
well, the black bears around here, Ron, have spread out another 150 to 200 kilometers outside their normal territory.
Really?
Which is substantial, right? Because usually they stick to their routine. But yeah, they're about 150 to 200 kilometers farther south than they've ever been. Here,
Really?
anyway. Yeah. They're basically in the whole Great Lakes Basin of Ontario.
Huh.
Pretty much. Like you won't see one right in Toronto, but they're down here in Guelph, London. 15 years ago, that was unheard of, like completely unheard of. You'd have
They
to
say
go
there's
north.
a lot of bear up there in Olympic National Park. Like I said, it's just south of British Columbia where we'll be. That and a lot of elk. So I should be getting a lot of good camera action. Hey, I bought a new toy today online. It's fairly cheap. It's only $39, but it's a magnet for your action camera that you can mount it on your car. And companies said that they've had one on there and been up to 95 mile an hour. And it has a plate and then another piece that fits on the camera, and you can actually like stick it under your shirt and like mount it right on your shirt, if you want to use it to like hike with or whatever. But so I'm gonna try that. I figured it's $39.
To the right, hey, to the right is Nationals baseball stadium.
Oh, the Nationals are.
Yeah, to the right there.
Boy, it looks like a lot of construction there too.
It is.
Are you down here, Chris? Give your best to Carmela and her boyfriend Joe.
Oh yeah.
You
Yeah,
get right
and
on.
Penelope and Two-Tone, Tito, and every other potted plant down here.
Mhm.
You couldn't pay me to live down this shithole.
Yeah. The traffic don't look too bad though.
Oh, what it is. There's a Capitol straight ahead.
Oh
I
yeah, I
can
see it sticking up.
Yeah.
Don't you go riding there now.
Nah, I got to make sure I'm doing before I end up in the wrong place. Next, you know, I'll be on the ground. That'll be a shit show, wouldn't it? Jesus Christ.
Yeah, talk about the use for an action camera. Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
Mm-mm-mm. Well,
Yeah,
I better skedoodle, guys.
Okay,
One shot
Ron.
with the
Yeah,
boss.
you're getting ready to get
See you,
off.
Ron.
I got a couple hours yet, but I'm gonna go converse with the boss for a little bit.
Oh, yes, I would. Yeah.
I like
Rick,
you guys, but
Rick, Rick.
Hey,
Rick-
we're not offended.
Can we not go and talk with her?
I should take you in there with her and have you meet her.
Oh.
Yeah,
boy.
with Uncle Paul being online, I don't think that's a good idea.
All right,
Have a
guys.
good one.
Okay, Ron, take care. Thanks for coming in.
Yeah, thanks for having me, and maybe I'll try to pop in from the vacation somewhere.
There you go. Okay.
But I'll be around for another week or so, but yeah, if I don't catch up to you guys, maybe I'll try to pop in from the West Coast.
Yeah. Okay.
So-
Sounds great. And be careful when you're riding. Those
Oh, yeah.
damn deer and elk and bear would sneak up on you.
I know. Officer Jackson, you be safe down here, buddy.
You too, buddy. Take care.
All right, man.
Okay, Ron.
I'll see you guys.
Yeah,
Take care
bye-bye.
now. Bye-bye.
So David, what's up?
Oh, everything. It's just been one of those days, one of those mornings and afternoons so far. So.
Yeah.
But I've decided I might be running away early this week. Might go on Thursday instead of Friday night.
Oh, really?
If I can think of somewhere I want to go.
Have you conversed about this with the boss yet?
She'll do as she's told.
Oh,
yeah. Mark,
shots have been fired.
Okay.
yeah, time stamp this here, right here.
Yeah.
If she sees this, I might not be coming back on Sunday.
Oh, Lord.
Or Monday.
You may be recovered by Wednesday or Thursday.
Yeah, when will he be out of the hospital?
Don't worry, son, Donis, you're allowed to make one mistake in life.
One? Oh dear. Well over that limit.
Yeah, me too. I got a whole closet full of them.
That's funny.
No, it's just all sorts of little things with just things happening. And none of them are particularly big. It's just little things. I'm in a battle of wits at the moment with a cat. And for a little while, she was winning.
That's no good.
But it's just, got up this morning and it just started then. Little jobs that needed doing, little things that were broke, little things that were, and it's just got on top of me. That's all. Nothing major.
Well, I managed to break another vehicle, but I guess you guys wouldn't be all that surprised.
Which one now?
Car. I think I fried the ignition coil. I'm thinking. I think that's what's going on.
The little car?
Running on 3 cylinders, I think. But
You don't have a lot of luck with your vehicles.
I must be hard on them. That's all I can say.
You ever thought of a push bike?
Right? But 700 kilometers every other week is pretty not too good on a push bike.
Well,
No,
you'd have good leg muscles.
The Pentagon on the right.
Oh yeah.
My mom used to work there.
Dave says his mom used to work there.
Is that right?
Yeah. Lynn used to be there too.
Never been there.
You know how freaking cool it is, all the stuff that she has done in her life? That's just, she's like,
Oh yeah, she's a legend.
know if she's on listening in the chat, so I'm going to be very cautious on what I
Yeah,
say.
very
but
cautious.
Lynn was a very, very attractive woman when she was in her 30s and 40s.
Chris has got a very diversified background too. He's
He
done it
does.
all. Yep.
He does. Well, David too. Actually, you guys are all very worldly.
Yep.
Yeah,
Very, very
all
impressive.
over the place,
and
but
well accomplished.
couldn't tell you where they were. Some of them.
Well, I mean, the people in my generations, like, we really never experienced the world that you guys have. You know what I mean? Like in the 60s and 70s, things were a lot different than they are in the 80s.
It's a different world now, though.
Yeah, it's
Different.
true. It's true.
I think.
Yeah, and it's never going to go back. There's a lot of people sit back and say, well, they'll be glad when it goes back to the way it was. Now,
Well, I was thinking pre-COVID even. I don't think there's going to be another big war. It would just cost too much, and I don't mean the price of weapons or the price of that. It's the price of lives that would be taken is just too big to contemplate, I think. So you've got all these little skirmishes going on now rather than, big events.
Notice it's none of the big boys doing it anymore. It's all just,
Well, you say that, but what's happening behind the scenes?
yeah,
That's
it's
the other-
about who's financing who.
Yeah,
that's
who's
the other
pushing
side of
what
it too,
buttons?
right?
Yeah,
Yep.
yeah.
That's the unfortunate other side of it.
And then governments put their agents within those organizations, and
But, I enjoyed my time. Some of it was silly, some of it was damned hard work, and some of it was they're paying me to do this. Wow.
yeah. Yep, exactly. And it's it kind of is what it is. We know it's all going on, we know it's all happening, but and the other thing that also feeds into that is that technology takes leaps and bounds. What they come up in the tech industry in 1 year is what, when I was younger, used to be 10 or 15 years worth of technology change. Now it's like, you remember, David, you might remember, and maybe Rick, you too. Remember when the military came up with those great big speakers where they used to do that penetrating sounds towards whoever, and they just had to get the hell out of there? And I'm thinking, why do you have crowd controls now problem in these major cities, like riots and all kinds of stuff? All you have to do is roll up a couple of Jeeps with those on the back and they'd be gone.
Yeah.
They just, the body can't handle that intensity,
Or have people got used to it by going to rock concerts?
Oh, it's hard to say, but
Yeah, no, I had a thought like that. But this is totally disconnected, but you'll see the theme there. It was back in the 80s when I was fishing. The place I went to fish for with the Air Force when I fished, as a in competitions and the like, was had a load of boats modified to take wheelchairs and stuff. There's a big thing on the news today that somebody's just invented this boat that can take wheelchairs. What?
Yeah.
Somebody made a mistake there somewhere.
Reinventing the wheel again.
Yeah. I mean, is that the problem we've got these days?
And if you think about it, if you look back in history, like especially David, you get to see castles and things, that are thousands of years old, and those foundations are still there. In here now, when they build something, they'd be lucky if it lasts 75 to 100 years.
Yeah,
not thousands of years.
They don't make anything to last anymore, though.
Nope. Nope. No, I see it all the time, like the blue water bridges that go from here to Canada. And you look up and they're all rusting. Now, you and I both know, Rick, they make something that will not rust that you can put on there. But the reason I don't think that happens is it put a lot of people out of work because a lot of people want to go up and scrape and paint and scrape and paint and scrape and paint for big money. So those companies don't necessarily want that.
Well, basically now any metal structure that's built, everything can be dipped, right?
Yep.
Hi, Lynn.
Lenny.
Must have heard that I was saying how awesome all her worldly stuff
Yeah.
was.
Yeah.
That's funny.
Yeah. In case you missed it, Rick was just singing your praises of your life and experiences.
Yeah, exactly. Envious, would be the easiest word. Very envious.
Dave, how are you doing?
Good. I had a call. They tried to bill me again when it's supposed to be billed from my insurance company. So that's what that was all about.
Okay.
I take a little phone call.
Lynn says what, Rick?
I was just saying how interesting and intriguing it was, all the different Army things you've done and career choices.
Military
and stuff.
experience. Yep.
Very, very cool.
Is Lynn on there now?
Yep, she's in the chat.
Lynn, did you get my mailing address?
I don't know if she did or not. We'll wait to see if she gets an answer. Lynn says, Rick, she's just had a lot of opportunities in her life that took advantage of.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Lynn says, good morning, Dave.
Good morning. Did you get my mailing address, Lynn?
I thought Chris was taking us to see the president. Where are we going now?
Yeah, I think he's heading out of town. He said he wanted to get out of town.
Dave, she said she did.
She got it, and she said you've got a package arriving on Wednesday.
On Wednesday? Okay. Thank you very much, Lynn.
Wednesday the 23rd, so that's about a little more than a week away.
Okay.
There's I've got Lenny on the phone. Lenny, say hello.
Good morning.
Hi, Lynn.
Hi, Lynn.
How is everybody?
Good.
Doing fine. Doing fine.
Everybody's doing good.
Good.
Dave was concerned whether or not you got his email.
I did, and he has a package arriving on Wednesday, June 23rd.
Oh, good.
Thank you so much, Lynn.
You're so welcome, Dave.
Yep. Yep. You're in need, and when you're in need, your friends will step up, Dave. Never forget.
Yes.
Never think you're alone, buddy.
It sounds like the troops are gathered.
Yep.
Circle the wagons.
Yep. Lynn is very, very good at making sure that Dave and a lot of other people are taken care of.
Now, if I could just get Rick across the border to do some building for me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that might happen before too long. They're talking about it anyway. That's a start.
That would be great.
I've been spending the last 3 days sanding a oak floor. It's
Did you
been
get it
quite
done?
Quite the project. Yeah, it's all sanded. I got to stain it tonight.
Yeah, Lynn says it's gonna be beautiful the way it's done.
The landlords are going to know something's wrong if the floor's perfect.
Well,
Where's
let
that
his
mark
big.
gone? It was there for years.
Yeah,
Now,
you
is
shouldn't
he,
have-
is he getting ready to move out? Is that why it's the big push to get it done?
yeah. The landlord's actually in Vancouver and they want to sell the place.
Ah,
So he's got a $3,600 deposit or something that he wouldn't get back, right? If so,
Hi, JD.
okay, Lenny, I'll let you go and I'll talk to you in a bit.
Okay.
Okay, bye.
Bye-bye.
Yep, there you can't find a more caring individual than Lenny.
No.
She's got a tough exterior, but she's got a heart of gold.
Yeah, she can take care of herself and everyone else too.
Yep. And you don't want to push her at all. No. But anyway, yeah. So week from Wednesday.
Week
Week
from
week from tomorrow, the
Wednesday.
23rd. I would have thought it'd come quicker than that, but never looked a gift horse in the mouth.
No, I'll just buy my time. It's not that long.
Yep. Well, I give you something to circle on the calendar.
Yeah.
Mia's over snoring on the couch.
that's what I feel like I should be doing right now.
Well, yeah, you got quiet time with the kids, right?
Up last night, quite a few hours not sleeping.
Oh, really?
I'm just saying that.
But nobody's still heard from Neil, eh?
Yes, sorry, I got in contact with him yesterday. I knew there was something I had to say. He's fine. He's got his phone back, but his computer's buggered, and he's not getting on with his phone. Fat fingers and what have you. So yeah, we were messenger yesterday.
Well, it's good to know everything's semi okay.
Should have said that earlier.
Yeah, and our friend from down that lives in South America, he was shot. I guess he's on the mend.
He's headed back down there now.
Yes, that's what I heard.
Going to get the man who shot his paw, to use a joke. Just this is an aside. I mean, I wasn't in a bad mood at the time, but I suppose it didn't help. I went into a Facebook group that I was persuaded to go back into while I was having my breakfast, eating me porridge, and I hadn't been in there for 2 years, and the same 2 or 3 arguments are going on, round and round in circles again. So it took me 5 minutes to catch up and left the group again. I've been persuaded that things were better, but they weren't.
Wow.
Yeah. I'm in a Facebook group that's got like 56,000 people in it.
Dave Ennis is on Facebook. Did Dave Ennis just say he's on Facebook?
Yes. He's in a Facebook
Yeah.
group.
Yeah, it's got like 56,000 people. It's the second largest Van Halen tribute Facebook group there is. 56,000 people over.
Yeah, I see.
And, it's constant chaos.
Okay, I've got you on Facebook.
Okay. Yeah. Maybe we talk sometime, Rick.
You got 3 different profiles, Dave?
Probably. I never know how to run those things. I got banned on one.
What's that?
I had some disparaging things to say about Mark Zuckerberg.
Oh,
Oh,
okay.
that's a
About
good
a
way to get to
year,
him.
about a year later, your account is no longer blah, 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 blah. Okay, whatever. I got 3 more.
So everybody, thanks for being here, and please hit the like button if you like. And the weather here in Michigan is the wind is starting to pick up a little bit from the north. How's it up there, Rick?
The wind has picked up, Paul. It's now to the point where I can't fly the Mini today.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, they said that we're going to experience a high, and the wind is going to be coming down here off the lakes, and it's going to be possibly pretty clear but windy.
It's nice and clear, but it's definitely windy. I've fixed the firmware issue, I think, on it, but I haven't had a chance to fly it to find out. So I have to wait and see. But hopefully.
Talking about firmware, there's no other Air 2 users here, but the story starts back with the Spark. From reading the manual on the Spark, I understood that you set it at an RTH value, and if it was above it and you hit RTH, it would go down to it and fly home. If it was below it, it would rise to it, fly home. Distances from the person, all being equal.
Right.
And it never did that. If it was up above the set, it just kept coming and came all the way down. Well, and I'd never seen it work, never had it work, etc., etc., etc. And I'd never had it work on the MA2 either. But when I was flying the second battery on Saturday, I decided I wanted to look round while I was 3/4 of the way up or half the way up or whatever. Press the button to fly it back to me, and it suddenly started descending down to my normal 40-meter height, and then flew back. So I stopped it, flew it away again, and did it again. They did it again. So I thought, oh, wow. They obviously fixed it.
Yeah.
Taking a while, though.
Yeah. I happened to be over on eBay because I'm thinking about putting the Inspire 1 on there. And I see somebody selling a red Spark for sale for $350 a fly more in
Really?
new condition.
Never flown it then.
Yeah. Yeah.
And you're sure you were on eBay looking to sell the drone, right?
Well, yeah, I was doing comparative pricing.
You've got to compare the prices, yeah.
Yeah. And I went and took photos of it yesterday that I could show you. Let me see.
Hi, Stephen. You keep those thunderstorms down there, please.
Mm-hmm.
Lynn's saying no.
Here, I took some pictures outdoors of it.
So that's a Inspire 1 V2.
Yep, version 2.
So what's the difference? What's the difference between the version 2 and the version 1?
It a little bit beefier. The motors are beefier. The sensors are better. All around it's just an upgrade.
It's an upgraded drone.
But see, you can see it's in. Oh, there's Mia right there.
Yeah.
You're not going to leave her out, or she's not going to be
No.
left out.
Yeah, it's in good shape. It looks brand new.
Oh, yeah, it is. I've only had it since October and flown it about that many times, 5 times.
Yeah, they're
I'd
pretty
like to have
cool.
one just to put on a tripod and have the legs go up and down just to watch it.
Oh, just to watch it go up and down. Yep.
For the rules and regulations, I'd like to have one too, but I'm surprised you haven't been able to sell it, Paul, honestly.
Well, it's just been word of mouth, and I did post it one time with a buy it now price, and it just didn't sell.
And you got some stupid offers as well.
Yes, yeah. One guy offered me $500.
Yeah, well,
We're not talking about the joke one that we get on the chat.
yeah. I mean, at $500, you'd be better off to take a video of you blowing it away with your
Well,
Chrome board.
sadly, the controller alone is selling on eBay right now for $460. So it's like, and the camera is selling for $400. And, so you start adding up the parts of it, let alone the drone and the battery and everything else.
Well, the batteries are there.
And that's got 2 batteries or 3?
Oh, well, it has 3, but I'm gonna list it with just the original one, and then I'll turn around and sell the other 2 batteries online. Because as far as selling it, you're not going to get it more money by adding 2 more batteries in there, and the batteries are only. I think one has like 4 charges. The other one might have 12 charges, or. And I bought those 2 batteries off of eBay, and I think I paid $300 a piece for those. So
That's a huge investment. That's like I really want a FLIR camera bad. Like, but the cost is still.
Yeah.
Well, the one to buy for you would be, I had the DJI thermal, okay, the Duo, but I was impressed with the Anafi thermal, which you could get for at least $1,000 less money than the DJI. Now, if I had a use for the thermal, I would have hung on to the one that I sold to Robert Rojo.
Well, I'd almost just like a thermal camera, not a drone.
Yeah.
More for just walking through the bush, right? Because all the time I scare animals away that I never see.
Right.
It'd be interesting to see what they are, right?
Stephen Dennis says we're expecting maybe Lynn puts in capital letters had. Yes, I know I had that. Stephen Dennis says expecting thunderstorms later today. So but yeah, there's that Inspire. What's nice about it is it's got the twist lock, and I don't understand why DJI hasn't implemented that on different series drones, even the Mavic 2 series, where you couldn't just change the camera with a twist lock. But that was really nice because I had like 4 different cameras that I had put on there. I had the standard X3. I had a Z3, which was a zoom version. I had an X5, which was the one where you put the different lenses on. Then I had the FLIR thermal imaging camera, and all those changes on cameras were just twist, pull down, put in, twist, and unlock again. So, yeah, but I tell you, it's an impressive bird, that Inspire.
Oh, they truly are.
when you take that off, everybody just, wow, you know?
That and the Typhoon H
Yep.
are the two, right?
Yeah. It was the first big drone I saw.
Yeah, I think so too.
It was a couple of them down at one of the places we go, Talair, and the my drone, my Spark, stayed in the van
Yeah.
because the big boys were here with their toys, and my little they just took off, flew, disappeared. You know, chatting to them about them, and they photographed whatever they were photographing, and came back and landed. They were, you know, they'd been however far they'd been without.
I had a big Align M690L at one time, which was the large size, and it, you know, the batteries were huge, and that was impressive too because it was a hexacopter.
Yeah.
And so it had 6 arms, and the landing gear went up. And what I enjoyed about that one, what I didn't enjoy was it was all basically you put it together the way you wanted to put it together, the basic aircraft. Then you bought the batteries, you had the controller, you had to add the gimbal, you had to add the camera, all that stuff.
Same time you were doing that, I was building a DJI flame wheel.
Yeah.
Same idea.
Yeah.
Same idea.
But what I enjoyed about that big one was when you made a left turn with it and you were moving forward, it actually banked like an aircraft like this. And then you leveled out and then it banged back then. It was fun to watch in the air. But there again, it was a Wi-Fi drone, you know.
Yep. Yeah. Technology has come so far in the last 10 years with these things.
Yep. It really has.
Oh, I got to make lunch for these kids soon.
They're at school. Tell them to get their dinner at school.
Yeah.
Yeah, right.
Tell them to get in line to the cafeteria.
We actually used to pay for that when they went, because school starts after we start work. So we used to pay the school to watch them for 2 hours and feed them breakfast and then watch them for an hour after school, right?
Wow.
It's
Yep. Yep. Oh yeah, it gets all the little add-ons.
Yeah.
Yep.
See, kids, just the same as drones. You need all the add-ons.
Yep.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Well, they all have their own iPads, don't they, Rick?
They both got their own iPads and their own computer.
Yeah. You know, it wasn't that long ago. That was just unheard of.
Oh, absolutely.
Unbelievable.
Absolutely. Well, I mean, the technology the kids have nowadays with the video games, they got this Nintendo Switch and all of it. All kinds of stuff.
Computers weren't even a thing when I was at school.
Yeah, back then we were still using what was those slide rules and abacuses.
Well, no, we did actually have calculators.
When I bought the first calculator, and I think I still have it around here someplace, the portable calculator.
Yeah,
and it was their catchphrase for selling it was big green numbers and little rubber feet. and it was so basic. It was
the first ones. I built my first one.
I think Commodore 64 or VIC 20 or something was right around the first computers I can remember.
Yep. Those were in, and then when Apple came out with the Apple versions, I had an Apple Mac when it was like a box, and it had a screen on it, you know.
Yeah.
But then also I owned a couple of the Radio Shack computers that had the disk drives in the front of it.
They were called Tandy. They were a Tandy computer.
Yeah, Tandy was the computer name, yeah. And that became the name of the store, didn't it? least in this country it did. But yeah,
And,
I took my O levels, which is and my A levels, in fact, as well, with slide rule and log tables,
oh, yeah.
not a calculator. And then by the time I joined the Air Force, which was sort of a year later, the electronic calculator was something that you expected to be carrying around with you, you know. And now it's a mobile phone, which does the
JD said-
calculating and everything.
Yeah, JD said that he had a Tandy 1000.
Yeah.
Hey, here he comes, Asgard.
What's up, boys?
Hey, Hugh, how you do?
Good. Just finished up editing a video.
Did you? Well, good.
Yeah.
Yeah, we were just reminiscing about how technology has changed over the years from back in the days of the VIC-20 and the 64 and the,
Oh yeah.
And slide rules and log tables.
Oh, all those good
Have some
times.
water.
That's dirty water.
That's not dirty water.
It is. It's from my before yesterday. It's yucky.
Listen, the water's not bad. It's in your container. Drink out of the dog's bowl. It's right there. You have a good drink. The cats and the dog drink out of there.
That's not even.
Well, how come it's good enough for them, but not you?
Oh my God.
Now I'm getting.
If I could change time, I would. Okay, stop yelling at me.
Well, I made my first video mixing FPV and DJI footage together.
oh, cool.
It's a little bit of an experiment. It's not great, but it's, you know, it's a start. I'm just trying something. It's not the best footage, but we'll give it a shot.
Well, good.
Yep.
Well, we'll look forward to seeing that.
Yep. Yeah. Tomorrow.
Well, I'm having fun with this with tomorrow's video.
Oh, okay.
Do you want to know how much I've done on it so far?
I'm gonna expect none, right?
Yeah. Probably right.
Well, that's why, I mean, you know, it sounds silly, but I don't set a lot of goals when it comes to producing videos. I produce when I feel I have something to say or I have something to do, or, you know what I mean? Like, I don't do it because I have a schedule. I don't want to, that's just.
The thing is, I've got something to say, but if I say it, I might get banned off YouTube.
No, we don't want to see that, David.
It's unfortunate. I don't like this cancel culture bullshit. But anyway, don't get me started. Don't get me started.
No, it'll get done. I'm just going to have to
Tone it down a little bit.
No, I'm still thinking about whether I'm going to do that. I'm not going to say any more about it because it's.
Well, just know that Rick's behind you.
With a knife in his hand.
That's all right.
You're on mute, Rick.
Probably good that I'm on mute because Hugh brought up cancel culture, and you guys can all imagine what my opinion is on that stuff.
Oh yeah.
Why would I assume you have a certain opinion? What your opinion is?
My opinion is anybody that wants to cancel anything needs to be canceled themselves.
I was obviously feeling the same way, and that's
I'm
why
going
I
to cancel
probably
your opinion. Sorry.
chopped off because I get cancelled.
So, Hugh, what was the first computer you had?
I'm trying to think. In the 70s.
We've got a computer that'll do that for you now, Hugh. Come on.
Pardon me?
You've got a computer that'll do that for you now. You don't need to think anymore.
You know, I think it might have been an Altair. Yeah, I've had the first one that I can remember clearly is the VIC-20, but I had something before that. I think it was an Altair in the late 70s when I was just a little tyke.
Do you remember, Hugh, when Timex came out with a little handheld computer, a little
Timex Sinclair? Was it the Sinclair?
Sinclair, yeah.
Sinclair, I had one of those, and Tandy had a pocket computer that did BASIC.
Yeah.
About that big. I had
Yeah.
one of those. I actually had two. I was using it as an estimating tool at work. I left it on the hood of my truck and drove away from a job. Put the computer on the hood. Anyway, yeah. So, yeah.
And it was shortly after that that all sorts of computers started appearing underneath the hood. It's all Hugh's fault.
You know,
Hugh introduced computers into the auto industry.
but I loved electronics and things since I was just a little kid. Like I used to rip stuff apart, electronics. I'd hook up motors to speakers and it would make cool sounds. And I did all kinds of strange stuff.
Yep, I took apart a lot of electronics back in the early 80s doing the same kind of stuff.
I didn't know what I was doing. Blew stuff up, lots of smoke.
Yeah.
It was good times.
Sounds familiar.
But it was fun.
And then one day they taught me how to put it all back together.
Well, they taught me, but I didn't learn very well. That's for sure. That's why.
3 extras. And then one day they trusted me with airplanes as well.
God help us, right?
That'll teach them.
Thinking, David, what were they thinking?
Hey, good morning, 3X. Welcome.
Well, gents, I'm going to take off. I got to get some lunch happening shortly for these children.
Yeah, Rick, we understand.
Everybody has a fantastic day, and the people that can get out and do some flying get a chance to.
Do so. Exactly.
Too windy here. And I'd only crash it anyway. The way today's been going.
Yeah.
Have a good one, guys.
Okay.
Take
All
care,
right.
Rick.
Sadly, it's raining here today, so there's not going to be a lot of flying.
Raining. Wow, it's sunny, bright here, and we're expecting the possibility of rain coming down from the north, but hasn't arrived yet. And but earlier this morning there was 0 wind. Now we're getting little gusting winds here and there.
Okay.
Not enough that I couldn't fly, but
Yeah.
well, Roger, of course, is on his way to the doctor's office, and maybe he'll be on tonight. We'll have to wait and see.
What's tonight?
Right.
Oh, okay.
I think I'm going to let you guys go, and everybody in the chat. Thanks for coming in.
All
We
right.
we had a good time, a good run this morning, and we hope to see everybody later. Hopefully, maybe on Rogers. If not, I know Roger will be on. I'm pretty sure tomorrow morning. So everybody, take care and have a great day.
See you guys.
Bye, everyone in the chat.
Bye bye.